Well, I'm in Oregon. I'm in the Blues Mountains, and as you can see, the weather's pretty bad. If you look ahead here, you can see the ice on the roads is just really bad. The trucks are kind of careless. You know, you find that all over the place. They just steam down the road way too fast. Anyway, I wanted to clarify a couple things. I've talked about the problem with the government and the problem with preparation, that we need to do that, and I'm not really speaking from the Mayan calendar point of view, as I may have not explained before. That whole thing with the Mayan calendars is by and large a misrepresentation and a sensationalism. What is true is that we are in a situation where we need to have supplies to make it through dangerous and difficult times. And that's really what it's about. People are having a difficult time in a number of levels right now, not just the economic level. We see wars starting up all over, and if you really understood the basis for those, they're totally unnecessary. They're just downright evil. But that's another story. What I really want to address right now is that just like we saw in Hurricane Sandy, Hurricane Katrina, earthquakes, whatever, you need to have some preparations. You need to have some supplies, some ways to make it through difficult times. You can't figure that you're going to depend on anybody else. Yeah, you can pool your resources with others, but the point is you really need to be able to do it yourself, okay? That's really it. Now, going back to the Mayan calendar thing, personally, what are my beliefs? Not really anything to do with the Mayan calendar. There are lots of reasons why they ended up on 21 December 2012. But you know what? You have to balance all of that with other information, and one of those is that our current calendar is admittedly at least 3 to 4 years off. The other problem is that we've switched calendar systems several times. Even the Hebrews, who kept the calendar ongoing, have some times where there are overlaps and some lapses. So the calendar is not exact, first of all. Second of all, putting a lot of information together, let me say this. You need, again, to prepare. You need to take care of you and your loved ones the best that you can. You have to understand the dangerous times are here. Well, they've always been here, but right now it's particularly bad. And again, we'll go into that later. But the other thing is there is some hope, and I truly believe this. And you may have gotten this from some of my other videos. Look, we're not creatures of evolution. And even if we are, it's a special type of evolution. And I've talked to a lot of biologists about the fact that the second law of thermodynamics and the theory of evolution don't coincide. They're mutually exclusive, actually. But at any rate, my point is this. I do believe that there is a sifting going on. I do believe that there are those with good hearts and good natures who are spiritually correctly, and when I say correctly, I mean on the side of what could normally be considered good and truth. I really honestly believe that there are changes coming in the galaxy, maybe in the universe, but specifically targeting this Earth to bring the good spiritual people into a place where they can escape the carnage and the mind and spirit numbing tactics of this adversary that rules the world right now, and you see that everywhere. What is the form of that? Well, I'm not exactly sure, but it looks like it might have something to do with that junk DNA of ours, that really it does have a purpose, and that it will help us when the time is right, and these forces in the universe, the galaxy, wherever they are, send the universal consciousness, I guess you could say, God, if you will send this energy in to us, and those who are prepared for it because of their natures, the resonance of their spirits, will somehow, and I'm not saying how because I don't know, I've heard changing from 3D to 4D and all that. Frankly, I like being an individual think that is the key. That is what you want. You don't want to end up back in the soup of of intelligence without any individuality. I don't believe that that's really where we want to be. But I do believe that individuals who have the proper resonance of spirit are going to undergo a change. So that's my take on it at this point. The evil are going to destroy themselves and a lot of other things too, and hopefully we can avoid that. Well, of course, the drive here is kind of treacherous, so I'm going to turn this off now, but I just wanted to say that I do have a hopeful outlook as well as the necessity to prepare.